Welcome, guys. We got a hot new PPL provider who we are using. Newly. We got Nielsen here. It's going to be a hot day. It's Saturday morning. We're going to call some live leads. Saturday mornings are always a great time to work. I just sent in our community, hey, if you can work today, work today. Saturday mornings are great. I always tell you, if you can work like 3 hours on Saturday mornings, wake up at 8, get in a few hours of calls, you'll be good. You'll get such a good connection rate.
You got to put in that work, brother.
All right, let me see. Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw it in. How many leads you got that you sent me?
There's like 15 on here, 15 or 16 on here.
I was going to say, I'll throw those into the auto dialer, bro.
Oh, there you go. See who picks up.
Okay, who do we got here? We got Chicago, Baltimore, Clover. Who we got? Riverside. All right, and so with Newly, you guys are mainly Facebook ads and SEO, right?
Mainly Facebook ads, and actually mainly Facebook ads, and then mainly outbound as well. So on our subscription, our premium leads, those are mainly outbound. So people that are doing deals in 1 in 25, those are from our outbound leads.
Oh, that's crazy.
So most of these leads that we've put in here are outbound too. There's I think 1 or 2 that may be in there, but I just decided let's see what we can get on the phone real quick. These are kind of from this week, so let's see what we can do.
Hi,
And I know
Mrs.
you're
Andreas. Can you
Illinois
hear
guy.
me? This is Stratton. You reached out to us about buying your house out in Riverside. Were you still interested in selling it? Were you still interested in selling your house in Riverside? Great. How much were you hoping to walk away with when you sold this one?
1,000.
465. Okay. You got like 5, 15 minutes just to tell me a little bit about it?
The what?
Do you have 5 or 15 minutes just to tell me a little bit about it?
You have to talk with my husband. Why you don't call in the afternoon about 2 or 3 o'clock?
Around 2 or 3 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay. We'll give you a call then, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
I gotta say, bro, that's never happened. Pick up on the first phone call, first ring on a Saturday morning.
Hey, we could wrap the live up right now.
Bro, you can laugh right now. The number one issue you have with PPL companies is getting these fucking people on the phone. That's
I think the other night we did something where we gave around every Wednesday I give her out 25 leads because our thing is 25 leads on our website. So every Wednesday in our group community we give out free leads, and it's usually 25 of them. And I think our pickup rate even last week and it was that was like nobody was getting anybody on the phone, and that was still 1 in 5. Or yeah, 1 in 5, right? So that means out of 25 leads, you're having 5 phone calls. Not only is that great, usually we're close to or about to land a contract. I always tell everybody 1 call closes are sexy and they're fun and they're great, but like somebody selling their home, it's usually the biggest thing they'll buy and sell in their life. It doesn't always happen in 1 call, especially with outbound leads, but we still get a lot of great contracts and follow-ups in there, man. So I always think the proof is in just putting in enough work, right? If you get 100 leads and you don't get a contract, either I'm the worst thing there is, or we got to reevaluate what you're doing.
I love it. And Gus, we use the Kixie auto dialer. It's not the same type of auto dialer that you would use for like cold calling. I don't know what Nielsen's team uses for like generating their leads. We use Kixie because it integrates with our Go High Level, and we can call the leads in our CRM, and it merges really well.
All right, my son's pounding down my door like the police. We're actually just on a.
Bring the little man on the screen.
I don't think he made it in. I think my wife called him before he could get in here. I'll see. We'll see if we can get him to run back down here. But we just use a regular dialer, guys. We just run through our leads and we just use a regular dial. We don't have anything special quite yet. But again, I just think you just got to keep putting in that work.
Wants to sign a contract today. What's the information that comes over when you send over a lead?
So if you're getting them from on our subscription, and mind you, some of this stuff it's right here what you're seeing, right? So if you're on our subscription and you're purchasing a lead, and this is our outbound stuff. So this is what we're trying to give you, right? The full address, single property, bedrooms, bath, if we can get it, if it's vacant, the condition of it, their timeline, their kind of grade that we give them on their motivation to sell. And then asking price, we use it for their asking price. And we put in some of the notes in there. So like on one of these ones that I'm on, it says has back taxes, owes $50K, wants to pay taxes, nothing else. So that's the kind of information we're giving you on
Can you share your
outbound
screen
lead.
real quick and show the platform?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
You guys use a single line dialer to generate all of your leads? That's crazy.
Where are we at to press? Oh, you know what? Got to get back on here. Here, place button, share
Gus,
screen.
did you lock up that freaking mobile home yesterday or 2 days ago that we were talking about?
Let's see. All right, you can see my screen, right? I think it's on the, yeah, you can see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so our website, I try to make it super easy for everybody. So you can just log in to account and you've got credits. So when you get your subscription, you've got credits here. So you can see like there's 40 credits in this account. And then you can just come on here and scroll. We put up leads all the time. These are some just from the 28th that we're working right here. So these are our contract ones. These people that we talked to that had super high motivation that we reached out to. And so I always tell people, this is like Amazon, right? You come on here, you get a subscription, and you can watch all the Amazon movies that come on there. But if you want like the new hot releases, those are outside of your subscription. And so that's what our contract ready and our exclusive leads are, right? They're not part of the subscription, they're outside of it. And then anything that's in our blue, which are our premium leads, those are part of your subscription. So you can just always come up here and filter and just go to premium leads. If you got a subscription, come down here, download some leads and start calling people.
Well, that's sick. And your UI is good, bro.
Yeah, we're going to upgrade it too, man. I'm constantly upgrading. I always tell people I'm building this plane and flying it at the same time. So that's just part of the program, man. And then if you want on here, you'll see like your purchase leads. Once you purchase them, if you want to get something custom package, you can set up a call with us. If you submit a contract that you do have, we'll give you 5 free leads once we verify it. If you have a CRM, come through here. We walk you through how to integrate it and do every single thing, connect your Google Sheet to it. We've got a whole video on how to hook it up and work it with Zap links and do all that stuff. We've got a free school community. So it's just one of those things where try to put everything in there for people so they can utilize it and get to work, man. That's our goal, is for you to be able to come in here. We have exclusive leads. So these are inbound only leads, the exclusive. So we're always putting those up. So you can just come in here and buy leads where people, filled out something on their Facebook ad. It comes straight to us. It goes straight to you if you want to purchase it.
I love it, bro. What's going on, Zeno? Sorry, my wife is throwing up, and so.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, go check on that for sure.
Huh? Yep, you're good. You're good to go. You can go travel the world, my guy.
Are you on auto dialer real quick? You want me to put some more in there for you?
No, I'm not on an auto dialer.
Oh, okay.
Auto dialer now, bro. Not with that type of pickup rate. We had to implement.
No, I was just making sure it wasn't running in the background. I was like, all right, man, we looked really good when we got that first one on, and now we're waiting and waiting. I was like, oh, no.
No, I just wanted to see the platform. No, bro, we can't do an auto dialer when the pickup rate's that good. Because we had to implement an auto dialer because the pickup rate is so low to where even right now, and this is the issue we're having, when a PPL lead comes in, it gets pushed to the front of the auto dialer, and we will call that lead every 5 minutes.
Gotcha.
To like try and get them on the phone, and it just cycles through them.
Okay, gotcha.
And then
no, I will say for us,
text messages too.
How is that working? I wanted to look into doing that. Is that numbers gone up for you from green to blue?
I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you run through it.
Should be like live on Monday, And then I got some really cool stuff that I think I'm gonna do. Well, we don't have a big enough audience reaching to where it'll like blow up my spot. I think we're gonna do FaceTime audio calls to people.
Dang, you know what'd be crazy, dude? I mean, and it'll be there like AI's doing the FaceTime part of it too. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, because the FaceTime audio will bypass the call screening.
Got you. Because now you're like, who the hell's FaceTiming me?
Yeah, and so
And
we'll
you know
just
it'd be
do that.
crazy if it's like they're FaceTiming you in an office, professional looking setting, and it's like, oh, we're just seeing if you're selling your home. Now you're probably gonna get that'd be interesting, but I think the world could be heading there. Um, what I was gonna say is I think one thing that I hear over and over is our pickup rate is so great, but that's usually because most of those leads that are on our premium, we just talk to them in less than 24 to 48 hours. So we know we're giving you the right number. We know we're giving you the right person. We just talk to them. So I think that really helps us on our pickup rate. And we do hear that a lot, that we have a great pickup rate. So
Big
that means a
selling
lot to me that we saw it live in person. So I'll clip that up and sell it for the world to see.
All right, here's one in Chicago.
It'd be interesting to see what the Chicago market turns into with all the politics up there. See if it clears it out.
What politics?
Just their taxes going up. You know, like the tax rate and everything went up like 150% there.
Bro, I have a story for you after this call. About Chicago.
Oh yeah, it's a city I know a little bit about. That's where my family's
Hello?
from.
Can you hear me, Maurice? Nope. Bro, we had a house that we were wholesaling up there, and it was going to tax auction. And the city of Chicago, 4 times in a row, said they showed up to do like the final utility inspection.
Yeah.
Didn't do it, and the house went to tax auction because the city wouldn't cooperate. That the guy, we were gonna make 25 grand on an assignment. It was the craziest thing, bro. The title company was terrible. These big blue cities are so heavily regulated in every single way. Like in
It's
DC, bro, we have like a house that we're doing right now. They need like a vacancy stipulation that's signed that takes like 60 days. Another thing that takes like 30 days to get. It's like, what is this?
yeah. It's crazy, brother. I mean, I understand. What is it like? What's in Pennsylvania? They have you do the perk test or something like that. You know what I mean? I understand like one or two of these things, but yeah, some of the stuff that gets uncumbersome. And the crazy thing is they're not even doing that because they're just like, we dislike investors, right? This is like, they just think this is really the smartest way to do the selling process of the home. And it kills things.
Oh, bro, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. All right, call them again. Do you guys recommend triple diving all your leads?
Always, brother. Always. I heard that triple dial is the new double dial. So you just going in order. Oh.
Yeah. Well, not really. I cherry picked out that California one.
Oh, and I know that's your market there. So
Yeah, I cherry picked out that California one first.
I'll see what she's talking about later on down the road.
More.
No pickup. The other thing with the blue text message that I like, we don't have to have this opt-in language. So like this is in our Resimply account. We're moving over to a Go High level. Like right here.
Where you have stop to unsubscribe.
Yeah, stop to unsubscribe. With the blue text message, you don't have to have that.
Oh, nice.
It's just clean. which is really, really nice.
Yeah, that's definitely going to have the rate go up, right? Because now I believe that it's Stratton, not Stratton Industries or something like that.
Yeah. Wants to sign today. Let's see here. Full gut job vacant. That's what I want.
There you go. You know they're picking up. Hopefully, right? I say that, and then they'll be. Well, you know they don't want it at least. Nobody wants a full gut job.
And we have a Baltimore phone number too. We've been doing a lot of Baltimore.
I've been hearing the new hottest markets: Baltimore, Connecticut,
I
Alabama.
like Connecticut. I think Alabama's a shit show. I wouldn't. It's not worth my time to wholesale $5,000 houses.
Well, that's your Memphis and Alabama and Ohio,
It's
Detroit
so much effort for nothing. Because like
for the
one
same
thing
amount of
goes
work.
wrong, it's the same amount of work. And if one thing goes wrong, that house is just dead in the water. It's not like, oh yeah, it's kind of dead.
Yeah,
Either someone can buy the house
or they can't.
or they can't. Gus, it's called Kixie, but I don't think you need it for what you have going on. We had to get Kixie because of the amount of lead flow we have. They have a pool of 50,000 different phone numbers in the cloud that we pull from, and it auto matches each phone number to the area code that we're calling out of. And so it rotates that, and when someone calls back that number, it comes to us. But we have it like that because we do nationwide. And so like when we're doing stuff with Newly, we get leads from all over, so we can connect with them, and then we can set it to call up to 10 people at a time, and however many times we want to call them in a row, and we prioritize it. So like our new leads come in, and we're calling them there. And then we have like our no contacts, our 7 days of hell. We have our Newly list that we just implemented in there. And then we have like our due diligence list. Each sales rep gets their own due diligence list. And then if any sales rep doesn't get a hold of their lead in 3 days that they move to due diligence, it goes out into the open again, and it goes into the overall due diligence list. So I would say you don't quite need that yet. A regular auto dialer would be just fine.
Unless you're just working with more data than you can ever have in a pocketbook, I don't think you need that.
Yeah.
You need like $100 dialer. That's all you need.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Negesti, I hope I didn't kill your name. You reached out to us about buying a house out in Baltimore. Were you still interested in selling this one?
I'm sorry, hold on there. There's some noise there. I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said, were you still interested in selling your house off of Fulton Avenue in Baltimore?
Yes.
Awesome. How much were you hoping to walk away with when you sold this one?
40,000.
About 40. Okay. Any reason in particular for that price as I get it pulled up?
Just that's my price. I don't know what to say.
Okay. Awesome. How long you been thinking about selling this one?
Why?
Say that one more time for me.
For quite a while.
For quite a while. What was like the straw that broke the camel's back that had you decide to reach out to us? Oh, we lost him.
We lost her?
That guy.
I don't, yeah, see if we can get them back on, but I don't know if they're having a hearing problem or what.
Have you guys
Also,
been using Chat ARV?
I need to get. No, I have not, to be honest with you. But I need to get with them because we're looking at doing something, but I don't know what they've got going on. So I need to holler at what's his name.
Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden. All right, let's see if we can get her done.
He wants 40K for a house that's worth 35 on Zillow, by the way.
Please leave your message for
Nigusti Takle.
Nigisty. So I would say I'm a bit of a racist. You know, these Middle Eastern dudes don't ever give us good deals. You know? Middle Easterns
You-
and Indians are tough.
Well, I can't get into the race live with you, but what I will say is this: people will say sometimes, you've been in the business long enough. They'll be like, I called the lead, and then they hung up on me or talking. This person just told you they're looking at selling this property. They've been thinking about it for a while. They've got their number in their mind, right, guys? So if this person did this, some people are not ready to deal with the problem, or it's not a priority to them right now. And I think Stratton has the system to follow up and deal with all these people, right? This guy is going to sell this property at some point. He's not going to do a full gut job renovation and all this stuff. He's just not going to sell it today.
Nope.
So I'm sure that Stratton is going to put him in the follow-up system and be the first one that he thinks of when he's ready to pull the trigger. But I wouldn't consider that a bad lead. Not that anybody is, but these are the type of things that you deal with when you're wholesaling, right? You got to stay on top of these people.
Well, these people are all like very emotionally high strung. Like if someone is selling a house for cash, they are emotionally high strung. They're done. They're just kind of like wired tight. And if someone hangs up on me, our entire sales team will call them back immediately, right? And then even if they still hang up, it stays in the queue as a regular lead, and we will continue calling them. Like that is how we treat it. Like if someone hangs up, like no problem, bro. Like because sometimes it just may be the person, and they just may not vibe with you or whatever. Hey, we're just gonna call them again, and we'll just keep calling them.
Do you
That's just
think
how
that
I
if you
feel.
had somebody that spoke his language, he would be on the phone still talking to him, giving out everything he wanted to know?
Yeah, but we have a we're launching. Shout out Lalo. We're launching a Mexican American ad in Central California, and we have a Mexican sales rep
There you go.
just to make it go easier. And the CPL will be a lot lower, all that good stuff.
There it is. You got to be running a business, guys. You got to be more than a one-trick pony.
All right, let's try calling him one more time.
Please leave your message for
Look at all these leads, though, bro. All of them need work. That's sexy. Like most of them need work. People want to sign today. That's what you like to see. 60 days, 60 days. And guys, we try not to prejudge the leads. We will know context of the lead. But if someone clicks an ad, there's an inkling there, and you should just call them. So don't prejudge your leads. Everything gets thrown into the queue, so our sales reps cannot judge the lead. We just get on the phone with them, and then we can see the info there. So that way, like, we don't have to worry about cherry picking, and we're only going after someone that says vacant, pre-foreclosure, inheritance, death. It's like, no, bro, it's just going to call everybody, and then the person's going to pick up. And then obviously what we need to work on, like with you guys, we'll take the data, and if it is like a high intent one, we'll just be even more aggressive with them, and we'll just call them even more and text them even more. But we don't want anybody to ever prejudge the leads, guys, because you never know. If someone's clicking on an ad, they're clicking on an ad for a reason. Okay, another vacant needs work. Here's one in Riverdale.
And to be fair, too, these ones that you're talking to, like I said, I think one or two, these are outbound ones. So we reached out to them. So we're getting people on the phone that we reached out to They still saying they want to sell the property. They're still giving us pricing. They're still giving us information.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's our goal, our job. Make sure that, people are picking up the phone like they're doing today with this information ready to go.
Where is Riverdale, Illinois? Okay, that's still just a suburb of Chicago. Make a call. Hey, Tim, this is Stratton. You spoke to someone from our office about selling this house out in Riverdale. Were you still interested in selling it?
I really can't even give the home away. It had back taxes, and I was telling a gentleman that it has back taxes. It never had a mortgage. It has back taxes because being a truck driver, my wife wasn't paying the taxes because I didn't let her get on the mortgage. So I tell anyone that inquire about the home to do a background to see what pops up on there. And if they want to deal with it, they deal with it. If not, it's no problem.
How much did you want for this one?
I've been trying to just give it away. I tried to sign off on it, and then guy come back at me, told me, you got back taxes on it. Oh, well, I told you that up front, and I don't know what you want me to do about that.
This guy who you tried to sign it away to, was he an investor? Was it a friend?
He was an investor, but I guess I don't know what happened. That he wanted, he kept calling, and I signed off on it. It's been over 6 months now, and I haven't even heard anything from him anymore.
Oh, geez, so he just ghosted you?
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that. And this thing, I'm reading here in the notes, it's vacant and it needs a bunch of work?
Yeah, it needs work. Yeah. And then a gentleman called me. It wasn't too much of anything wrong with it. A storm came through and it messed the roof up on the upstairs over the bathroom there, and it started leaking water down through there. And I was homeless when I bought that home. I bought it cash, and the guy that had supposed to inspect that home, he didn't do a good job on that. I'm doing the roof because when I got up in that attic, the house had been on fire before, but they just put new wood on top of burnt wood.
No.
I don't know if he got away with that, but
yeah, it needs to be redone.
yeah.
Man, how long have you been thinking about selling this one?
Well, I moved on. I got divorced, and I've me and my new wife, we have a brand new home. So I was thinking that maybe the town would just take it and do whatever. But that's not the case. They still making me hold on to it for some reason.
How much did you owe in taxes?
At the time, it was like $50,000, I believe. I don't know at the current moment. That's the reason I tell them to do a background and see what pops up on there.
So 6 months ago, it was 50,000. So now we could just say it's probably 53 to 56, I'm guessing.
Okay. And the home been vacant for 7 years now.
Really, 7 years. Has the code enforcement department came in after you too for anything?
No. A gentleman called me asking me, why don't I finance the home and fix the home up, and then he'll help me sell it. And I'm like, dude, if I finance the home, I'll sell it myself. Why would I need you to sell it? That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah. Jeez. And so we got to do roof. We got to do. We could say if it's been vacant for that long, we got to do everything on the inside, and it's about a 2,000 square feet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
5-bedroom
home.
5 bedrooms.
Mm-hmm. 2 downstairs and 3 upstairs. Unless you want to take it and put a kitchen back in there. It was a little small kitchen, and I took everything out of there and it's just like a little small hallway, and it'd be better just to make it a 5-bedroom home and full basement. It has a enclosed porch there, the bedroom.
Okay, let me see here. Biggest thing is just making sure, even if it makes sense at the back taxes price. How soon were you looking to sell this one? I'm guessing just as soon as you can, just get it off your plate.
Yeah, as soon as I can, I can sign off on it, and if that's what you're willing to want to be bothered with. That, or I just have to go and get a loan and fix it up and then sell it.
I mean, I would let him take it before I got a big old loan and fixed it up, you know?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking, but for some reason it's been sitting there. That's the reason why it's been sitting there 7 years, and I'm like, dude, I don't really need the home. A lot of the work I probably could do myself, but I'm a driver, so I don't have that much time. I only get 1 day off.
So you drive truck?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just bear with me real quick, and I'm gonna try and pull it up and see what you do actually owe. What else could you tell me about the property as I'm getting all this pulled up?
It's between a metro and then it's a regular track. Train can sit out there and be running, and you wouldn't even hear the train out there running as loud as the train is. It's a solid home.
Okay.
It just needs a little work, but other than that, it's a pretty solid home.
But that train is essentially just on the other side of that house, right?
Yeah, actually. And that's where he was sitting. That's where he normally sits, on the side, actually.
Let me see here. Utility lien for $3,700. I'm not seeing much in terms of the back taxes. Huh. Okay. I mean, was there anyone else on title with you?
No, just me.
Just you?
That's the problem, because when we were in a motel and her phone rung while she was in the bathroom, and when I tried to answer it, the guy hung up, and I questioned her about it. I said, okay. So if something happened to me, you and your new friend can get in the home and tell my kids, hey, no, you can move out if you want. So I solved that problem by not putting her on the deed.
Yeah, good for you. It's the right choice. I mean, I will probably have two options for you. If you're just willing to walk away, I'll see if I could get you qualified for our easy offer option, where I have one option to where we'll run a title report and we'll see if we could buy it cash at that 50, I'm going to guess it's 56. Or we have another one. It seems like we're buying it. We've done this a million times and we're so good at it. We have a network of nationwide investors. And then we'll have one of them buy it from us. We'll make a couple bucks. It'll be off your plate. It'll be out of your hair, and we'll be good to go. I just got to see if I can get you approved for that easy offer program just based off of the price point.
Okay, so I'll tell you to do a on it to make sure nothing else pops up on that property.
Say that one more time for me.
If you want to do a background on it and see what pops up, I won't be surprised at the end.
Okay, so the way it'll work, we'd probably get some paperwork signed, and then I just got to open it with the title company, and they'll do all the research for me. I'm like, okay,
that's fine.
There's X amount of taxes, there's these utility liens, and that will help us get all that lined up. What I'll probably do, I'll just send you over a basic agreement saying, all right, we're going to buy it as is. You don't need to pay anything. We pay all the closing costs. It could take us up to 60 days to close or longer, depending on what that title report says. Like, we had an issue with taxes in the city of Chicago where we had to get the city out 5 different times to just give us like a utility clearance. It was the stupidest thing ever.
Okay.
And so it's like stuff like that. And then if it clears, then we can move forward. If not, I will consult with you and be like, all right, this is your best bet to to handle it this way.
Okay, that's fine.
Awesome. Let me talk to my team, then I'll send you an agreement, and then do you have email?
Yes, Alan T 966 at gmail.com.
AlanT966@gmail.com. So let me see here. ALLEN
Mm-hmm.
T.
Mm-hmm.
What was the rest?
966 at gmail.com.
And is it under Timothy Allen? Is what I'm seeing here.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And do you go by Tim or Timothy?
It doesn't matter. It don't really matter.
All right. Well, I'll call you
After I
Tim.
sign, it's gonna be the same thing after I sign off.
Okay. Well, I'll call you Tim. Hopefully we can
Okay.
help you out, Tim. I got to talk to my team. We'll do some research. And then if it is, I'll just give you a quick call. I'll send you over the email. We'll get that signed. We'll get title open on Monday, and we'll just do some research on it.
That's fine.
Awesome. Sounds good,
All
Tim. I hope you have a great weekend.
All right. You too. All right.
Bye. Banger. We got one done from the newly leads.
I don't want to brag, but I think was that our fifth call?
Yeah,
Fourth
that was our
call?
fifth call.
Fifth?
Fourth or fifth call.
So we called. So I gave you. So Strat hit me up, said let's go live. Yesterday he was hitting me up, and I had to figure out what we're doing. Said let's go live yesterday. I grabbed on the sheet that he has maybe 15 leads. We've called 5 of them. I think out of the 5, I think let's say 3 picked up. Even though I think we got a 4th guy who didn't really say much. Let's just say 3 picked up, and he's sitting out a contract on one already.
And that was a banger. And again, you got to take an at. You got to know what it is, and just so you can take an at bat for it. And that is an easy. We'll send over the paperwork. Like, hey, just let us do a title search and see what happens. But what a banger, bro! Awesome.
That guy, and the thing is this, right? So that was what we consider a contract ready lead. I think we consider it that because when you got on the phone with the customer, he said, some people ghosted me. I'm ready to be done with this thing. Like, what can you do, right? So that's what we consider a contract ready lead. This is the highest level that we've found out to be ready to go, right? Now, I'm not saying every lead is as eager as him, but that's what we're trying to shoot for. So my question is, could you imagine if you bought 25 of those off my website, or you think if you got 1 in 5 contract, would that be worth it? It's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to talk my stuff right now because we
Right.
made it through the fire. But no, that's just the numbers, right? We're just going through the numbers. That's just what it is, brother.
How much are the leads? I'll be right back. Keep talking.
No, you're good. Yeah. It's the Nelson show now. Yeah, if you were grabbing these leads from us, a contract ready leads anywhere from $150 to $200. So that's the math on it, right? And I know he's gone, so I'm a math guy. If anybody's in here hanging out, so even if at the highest price you spent $200 and you got 5 of those, that'd be $1,000. He's already sitting out a contract on the 5th lead he's got. He's going to have to still work the deal and figure out what makes sense. But this seller seems like he's open to go. And if you can find a way that you could make money in it, I don't think this seller would care. I think the seller just wants to be done with the property. And that's what it is. So he's got back taxes on that one, 50K-ish in back taxes. I'm looking at the property on Redfin. It says estimated 124, 150. Is there a lot of meat on that bone? No, but I guarantee you there's a rent buyer somewhere who may be able to turn this back into a multifamily and pay the back taxes. Maybe he puts 60K into fixing it up. He's into it a little bit, but he's cash flowing money on it. I don't know. I'm not an end buyer. They can do what they want to do, but just some examples of things you can do there. So that's where you're good, dude.
Like nobody's business.
Hey man, I got you first thing. I got you first thing in the California morning here. So,
I'm signing up now on your website. Is there a coupon code I can use? Look at that, bro.
I appreciate it. Use
Straight
code
conversion.
welcome25. It's all one
Can you
word.
see the comments at all?
No, I can't. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, I can. I see it on here. I haven't been on here in a while. I can't type for some reason in the comments section on my end. But if you use code
is it?
welcome25, it's all one word. And you don't need to sign up and have a subscription just to buy the exclusive and contract ready leads. You can just go on there and purchase, put money in your wallet and purchase those if you guys want to.
Welcome 25.
Yep, there
Banger.
you go.
All right, we
No,
gotta
it's a
get
good
that
one, man.
into the system. Let me see. Let me highlight that one green.
And what
it
I was
said
saying
he
while
wants
you
to
were
sign a
gone,
contract today.
and did he want to, and let me ask, just so we're ready, because I know some people in my community, they're always joking. When you called this young man, did he want to sign a contract today?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This guy wanted to sign a contract today. He's like, bro, I want it off my hands. Those ones
Yesterday.
you don't have to go through like a whole discovery process and everything else. The guy's like, bro, a guy ghosted me. I want to get it off my plate. I'm like, all right, what are the numbers? Let me see what I can do. And then it was just that easy. Typically, with a good one, you're on the phone for 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Is our sales process. Like, we want to be on the phone with them for 45 minutes. I tell everybody, they laughed, they cried, then they felt relief at the end of it. That is a great sales call. Right, with these highly motivated, high in pain leads. Okay.
And everybody's different. This guy is just really ready to go, so we got lucky. So, and I brought it in from Illinois because I know that's your market. So I know if there's somebody who can solve this guy's problem, if we can make the back taxes work, it'll be Strat.
Other. Sorry, I'm trying to sort through the. His daughter passed away in Florida in Cape Coral. Ugh. What is this? Land with utilities? I'm not a big land guy. I don't like land because I just don't know what to do with it. You know?
No, if I only know what to do with land in certain communities, I pass it off. So there's some certain people, but I've only done a couple land deals and it's specific deal types.
Let's call this one in Fayetteville. Move-in ready, rented, retirement, and they want 93K. Min Courtney? Yeah, that one.
See if we can get them on there.
Oh man, it says it's worth 65. Let's see if we can get going.
But you know what? When I came over here to, and it's not that it's crazy, but when I come in a realtor, it's got it at 117.
Okay.
And Redfin's got it at 96. So it's kind of all over the place. But let's see what they're talking about.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is
One more with this guy.
Yeah, if you put up the gentleman's comment, Gertzby, Gusper. I can't read Gusper. But you don't have to be a subscribe. You don't have to subscribe to buy an exclusive lead. You can just go on there and put money in your wallet and purchase it.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
No
At the tone.
answer. And typically, guys, what we will do with these new leads that do come in, we would have them on a drip campaign. We just didn't have this spreadsheet integrated to where if you do not have a drip campaign or anything else set up in your CRM, you should. In both of the CRMs that we're using in Resimply and Go High Level, Resimply is just more of like drips, and Go High Level we have a bot that'll talk to them completely and set appointments that'll put it on the sales reps calendars. And then we text out and email out Calendly links as well. So you want to implement all of that just to make it easier for that person to interact with your company. All right, this one, yellow.
And that's what I think it's great that people are here. And I like being in here and talking with you so people can understand, like, look, if you're the new wholesaler too, this is who you're up against. Stratton, who's got a process for every single thing. So you have to run this thing like a business, guys.
Yeah, the biggest thing, new people like try and just hop in. If you're just gonna hop in, you gotta have a lot of hustle, and you gotta like be on the phone, because I have automated hustle for our team.
Exactly.
For lack of better words, like I believe in the hustle, but our team, one of our sales reps is maniacal, bro. David will call someone 12 times.
And so think about when you're up against David and a company that has systems and processes and things like that in place to where the leads are getting called, scheduled regularly and all these things. And then you ask me, hey, what's the value of using something like Newly? Well, Stratton's going through thousands of pieces of data daily. If not weekly, it's damn sure daily. And you're up against him. When you get it from us, right, you can see our pickup rate's a little bit higher. We're maybe out of his way running our own race. But either way, even when you come to us, right, once a lead that we have, if he called him and he got on there, they're on his radar. So now you're competing with him again. So this is why, like you said, if you're in it, you got to have hustle. You got to triple dial everybody. You got to stay on top of them. You got to have a follow-up. You got to have a drip. This guy that we just talked to, if somebody were to call, if Stratton don't call this guy back, at least by Monday, if somebody calls him on Tuesday, he'll tell the same person that, right? And he's going to keep telling everybody that until they solve his problem. That's what he's looking for.
Oh yeah. So what I'll do is I will let me see who's in. With that lead, someone's gonna call him and send him paperwork within the next 20 minutes. All right. Whoever is in today, I have paperwork that needs to be sent out on a lead. Let me know. All right, so someone will be sending out paperwork to him shortly. It's still like 5 a.m. for David. He's out in Hawaii, but Polo's in, Eli, and then Nigel. So we'll see who gets it. But yeah, and guys, it's speed to lead. With this guy, we'll just call him back, send out the paperwork, and call it a day. And then it's just going to be a lot of effort on our end getting the title report done.
Hello?
Hey, Ruben, this is Stratton. You reached out to us about this house out in Chicago. You still interested in selling it?
You give me a good offer,
Awesome. How much are you looking to get out of it?
as much as I could get.
Well, I mean, what was a good offer to you, my man?
I don't know. I didn't hear your offer yet.
Well, how am I supposed to know, my friend? What
Well,
type
you're
of
the
shape
one
is it in?
calling me. I'm sure you have an idea what the market is in this area.
I don't. It looks like you spoke to someone from my office and they said you were interested in selling it. I haven't even done any research yet. What would you say the condition
All
of this
right.
thing is?
It's good.
When you say good on like a scale of 1 to 10 without using a 7?
A 9.
A 9? Wow. What remodeling have you done in the last 5 years?
Roof. New heater, air conditioning, tech pointing. New fence.
Okay, and do you live in there right now?
No.
No, it's a rental.
Yes.
How much is it rented out for?
Pardon me?
How much is it rented out for?
2,000.
Okay, 2,000. Let me see. I'm looking in the notes and it said you wanted 200K for it
At least.
at least. Let me see here. How would you grade the neighborhood? You know, sometimes in Chicago, I'm looking at stuff and it's a little
I think
dicey.
it's good.
You think it's good?
Yeah.
I mean, you're making good rent on it. What's the reason you're even considering selling this one?
For money.
For money?
Yeah.
Money just to have money? You're already making money, you know?
I know. But there's nothing wrong with more. The same reason you're calling me. You're hoping to buy the property and make more.
Yes, sir. How negotiable would you be on that 200?
I'm willing to go up.
You're worse than I am, Ruben.
All right.
You're worse than I am. You can't go down at all?
Nope. I could probably sell it on the market for about 220 with no problem. The neighborhood around there, the recent house sold for 250, and I think mine's a little better.
Let me see here. When was the last time you redid the entire inside?
About 5 years ago.
And you did new flooring, new everything?
No, the floors are wood, hardwood. They don't need to be new.
But like it looks like a 2026 TV show went in there, essentially.
Pardon me?
It looks like a brand new house, like it would be on a TV show.
No, the kitchen's dated.
The kitchen's dated. And is it a 3-1, 2-1?
There's 2 bathrooms and 4 bedrooms. There's a dormer.
I'm seeing 800 square feet. That can't be right for that many bedrooms and bathrooms.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I'm looking here. I don't see anything that sold at 250.
All right. Well, I already know because the neighbor across the street sold.
Okay. I mean, if you could you do anywhere in the mid ones for me?
The mid what?
The mid 100s?
Well, I tell you what, if you go find property for 150,000, you should buy them like hotcakes because you got like 80 grand to play with.
All right, Ruben. If you can't budge, I get it, but it's probably not a good fit for me.
No, I'm willing to go up, but like you said, you want to make the like $80,000 off the property. I'm not that generous.
I gotta rehab the house still, you know. I gotta redo the kitchen. I got holding costs. You sound like a sophisticated guy.
All right, but still, you got like easy 80,000 to play with. Apparently, you're not interested. That's all right.
He's reverse selling you.
All right. Well, I'm good, Ruben. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, my friend, and I hope you make some
All
money.
right, take care.
Bye. Not a good fit for us. On to the next. He wanted somewhat of a discount, though, just not enough of a discount. The way we would filter those out, if he doesn't have any real pain, we're not going to spend a lot of time on it, and we'll ballpark him. I'm like, I mean, Ruben, how negotiable are you? And then he goes up, right? And so that means he's like, yeah, I'm really not that serious in selling. And then he's like, well, I saw one that sold for 250. Nothing in that area sold for 250. There's stuff that sold at like the 230, 240 range.
Yeah.
Gus, I don't like doing sub 2 deals. You don't make any money, and you take on a whole lot of risk. If it was in like Fresno, California, I'd do it, or in Utah, or in an area that I like. Like I was looking at one. I thought about doing one in Portland yesterday that came in because there was like a $600,000 townhouse that was really, really nice. That would be something that I'd be open to. and I'd probably just keep it. But I don't want anything to do with a fucking sub 200 grand house in Chirac. That makes me no money. It gives me a lot of headaches. That's no good for me.
You don't want the neighbors calling you, telling you that somebody shot out here last night and you didn't tell us it was like that and we're leaving and we're not paying and take it up with the city.
Yeah, like I want nothing to do with that. Let's see. Someone just responded. Who's in?
And even to give us still some credit, picked up the phone, wants some kind of discount.
He does want a discount. So like,
not deep enough for us to go.
Just not deep enough.
There you go. We got up to the plate and we swung and we got some wood on the ball, but we're not smacking it out of the park anywhere, but we got some wood on the ball.
Because like if anybody online says they want anything less than Zillow, that means like they're negotiable still, and so there's a deal to be made, possibly.
And I know Strat doesn't want to deal with that, but I bet if you gave that guy a solid cash offer of like 185 or 190 or something, he'll listen to you. It's still not deep enough discounted, but the real reason I made Newly is because I would get leads like that when I was running business, and I know I'm not going to do anything with it, but I hate that it goes to waste, right? Because somebody up there can do something with it. Somebody will take it and do something here eventually, just not me. And that's really why I made the company, right? Because I want somebody else that knows the market, wants to do something, have at least opportunity. So I didn't kill all these leads. So that's kind of where the idea of Newly even came from.
I love it. Bro, where can people find out more about you? I got to go get some other stuff done.
You're good.
Killer lead count and discount, though. We got to do another one of these.
Let's do it, brother, anytime.
If you guys didn't know, I've been pushing Nielsen back. We were supposed to do one on like Thursday. Then I said, okay, I'm swamped today. Can we do Friday? And then I call him yesterday. I'm like, hey, do you have California leads? Because I told him let's do it at 6. Well, 6 o'clock is like 9 o'clock on the East Coast. So we had no one to call. And so we got it done 8 a.m. California time.
There you go. Hey, when he's serious, he means it. So he woke up, he woke up, made 5 calls, sending out a contract. I appreciate you giving me your time. You know what I mean? Let's do it again, and let's call 10 people next time. Maybe we'll send out 2 contracts.
And then Gus just bought a lead for $200. Look at that.
There you go, Gus. Get him on the phone. I think you bought you were looking at a California one. So if you lock it up, give me a remark. Let me know. Hit us back. I always tell people ask me like, what are our numbers? And I say, it's hard to get them because no one comes and tells me sometimes. I got to pull it out of them. And I say like, how many times do you call iSpeed or Lead Zola and tell them you did a deal, right? So we got to pull it out of you guys sometimes. Bro. Exactly. No, we're doing this big cage match thing here in a week or so. We're having all these people, and I'm doing it with Joey Dierte. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Is that the shirtless guy?
Not Bibbo. He's the shirtless one. He's the shirtless guy. But Dierte, we did he spent $5,000 with Newly last year and made 50. I didn't know. He never called me. He didn't tell me. And then we were having a conversation about doing something. He's like, oh, well, last year I ran our numbers and, we spent 5 with you and we end up, doing 50 on it. So I was like, well, yeah, let's try and do something. I don't know. These guys don't reach out to me. So, but I love it. That's why we created it. You can go to newly.com, Newleey, newly.com. Find me on Instagram, Newly_. And you can always email me at hello@newly.com. And my name is Nelson with Newly. Well, my name is Nelson Morse, but Nelson with Newly. Best way to reach me, email hello@newly.com.
I love it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys want to try out the new hottest PPL provider, go to newly.com.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much. Gus, close that lead.